I wouldn't say all of that, but I want to be submissive. I'm listening to everything that Myron is saying.
Likewise.
And, I'm just learning a lot from this podcast, moving to this new city. I'm taking it all in, and I just appreciate this whole situation.
Are you happy now?
No, I'm serious. I've been here only 3 days, so I can't really say that.
Are you happy now?
You know what I'm saying?
Did you get your conversation
Let's
out?
talk about sex. Happy now?
Oh yeah, I am happy about that. Yeah,
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you.
Wait, couch fresh? Couch. Somebody on the couch has some.
Okay, so I just wanted to know. So, okay, if I was with a man that made way more money than me, would that make me more feminine?
Well, that's a component to it. I mean, if you're with a simp, it wouldn't do anything. You would just tolerate him for his money.
And then, like, if you were with a woman that made more money than you, would that make her manly?
Yes.
More than likely, yes, because when a woman out-earns her man, it tends to put her in her masculine.
She has to provide.
Okay.
So,
really
and let's
simple.
keep it 1,000. Most girls don't date below them socioeconomically.
It's really unbelievable how this is not common information. Like how is this so widespread? How is the brainwashing that strong that this is really just revealing information?
I genuinely think women are indoctrinated to not give a fuck about what men want. And if men do say what they want, they're just like, well, it shouldn't be that way.
It's toxic. It's bad.
It's toxic.
It's irrelevant, honestly.
It's irrelevant, But no one bats an eye when girls say, well, I want a guy that's 6'3" and makes 100 grand plus a year, bare minimum. Like I'm not settling for less than that.
I'm a queen.
I deserve it.
But you know who it hurts in the very end? Women.
It hurts them.
You guys lose so bad. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild, bro. Because guys like me and Fresh will just keep playing the field. You know what I mean? And just
score.
Single woman. We'll lie. We'll say the bullshit. Oh yeah, I love your career. Oh really? Oh, that's fantastic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like someone on the panel was saying how, I don't understand how you guys are sitting here saying someone's gonna lie for a year. That's all men do. Like that's why how people end up in freaking 30-year relationships, shacking up with
100%.
men that don't have any intention in marrying them and giving them the security that they need. Because at the end of the day, these 10, 15-year relationships that y'all be sitting in, as soon as it's over, You get nothing.
Wait, that's not all men though. No, see how annoying that is? Oh, my bad. Sorry. See how annoying that is? That's not all men. Yeah. No, what you said is 100% right. I said it earlier with her. Men will say and do what they need to do to continue to, get sex from you. Yeah. And if that means telling you sweet nothings, because most women can't handle the truth. We saw that in our little segment a second ago.
You can't.
Well, most women can't handle the truth. So guys tell comforting lies.
So women have to be okay with men lying in order to be in a relationship.
Pretty much.
I think women need to be okay with operating and living in reality, which most girls don't.
That's why we have to lie, because you're not capable of.
So, for example, with her, right? She was married to a millionaire.
I was not married.
Well,
okay, sorry. You were in a relationship with a millionaire, and you thought that your level was equivalent to his. Hence, when he cheated, you said, "Fuck that, I'm leaving." Yeah. When in reality, you should have stayed, understood that you're not going to have a millionaire to yourself, and that's the way the world works.
Nice to know.
Gotcha, bitch. That's not conservative, though.
No, I mean,
Why do you keep talking about conservative?
Hold on. Let me make this very clear. No.
This is why I'm bringing it up. Because you're putting traditional and conservative in the same basket, and it's not. It's not the same thing.
You tried to do that.
No, you're doing it by saying that, okay, a man going out and cheating and all of that, that's a traditional thing. That's not a traditional relationship. That is an open relationship.
That's traditional.
What
your
you're
grandparents
saying
your
right now is an
before,
open relationship. It's
people.
not a traditional.
It is.
Relationship.
Look at
powerful men since the beginning of time have had sex with a bunch of women and had harems.
It's traditional.
That's traditional in the strongest sense. Powerful men have always had an abundance of women, whereas female promiscuity has never been respected ever.
Until 5 years
ago. I'm not saying that.
The conservativeness, right?
I'm not saying
the conservativeness that you're talking about. Conservativeness is attractive from men to women. Women that are conservative are attractive to men. It doesn't matter if a man is conservative. If anything, I would argue a man that is promiscuous and has had a lot of women is more attractive, but it's not the other way around with a man. When a woman has a higher body count, she's less attractive. She loses value. When a man has a higher body count, he has value.
100%. I never said I wasn't agreeing with you. I mean, disagreeing with you on that.
What are you talking about?
Because you guys keep describing an open relationship as a conservative traditional marriage, and it's not.
I'm saying for the caliber of man that she was with, you got to bend and fold a bit. And you got to understand that that's what comes with the territory.
I agree with that, but that's still not an open relationship the way that you're describing it.
It's not. That is the definition of an open relationship.
No, it's not.
Because he's open on his end, closed on her end, but it's a form of an open relationship.
No, it's not.
So what is a woman supposed to do?
What?
Exactly. Okay, so for an example,
I've been married.
That's irrelevant.
That's the difference between me and you, is that I've been married.
That doesn't mean anything. that means absolutely nothing.
Means
that's like
everything.
That's like me saying I've had sex.
It means
you know, both have a conversation about this. It doesn't matter because
you're comparing an open relationship.
That means a lot.
You're comparing an open relationship to a traditional marriage.
I've been married too.
It's not
What's
the
your
same
point?
thing.
No, I've been married too. What's
the
your point?
same thing.
It is.
It's
I've been married
not
too.
the same thing.
What's your point here?
It's not.
What's your point?
You have no point.
It's not the same thing.
It's how
You guys keep putting the two in the same basket, and it's not the same thing. A woman can be. Don't call me ma'am.
Ma'am.
Don't do that.
You're a little bit older.
You are.
Okay.
I know you know right now, right? I understand your point of view, but at the same time, history tells us
it's funny.
men have always had harems. Harems.
And I'm not negating that.
That's traditional.
But having a mistress or a side bitch is not the same thing as an open relationship. And you guys keep putting the two in the same bucket and saying that women just have to swallow an open relationship when a mistress or a side bitch is not the same thing.
Whether we tell you in person,
you understand what I'm saying?
Or face to face is going to happen regardless. So we're just saying, hey,
it is what it is.
It's gonna happen regardless.
It is what it is.
Whether we tell you or not.
If you're with a guy that has money,
I'm not negating
that has
that.
options.
I'm not negating anything. What I'm saying is that you guys are putting two things in the same bucket that are not the same thing.
That sounds like negating.
That's what I'm saying.
Throw the bucket away.
Bro,
that's what I'm saying.
Is anyone following her argument? I don't understand her argument at all.
Of course you wouldn't.
Because you're just saying, I don't really even.
I've been married.
Same.
Like my argument is simply this: if you're with a millionaire, you got to understand that comes with certain territory. He's gonna probably exercise options, and he can replace you faster than you can replace him. Supply and demand, and it's been that way since the beginning of time. High value men have always had a bunch of women. That's traditional in the purest sense. It's been that way since the beginning of time.
As much as we don't like to hear it, that is a fact.
Conservative women are attractive. A man does not need to be conservative to be attractive to a woman, though. That's the difference. A conservative woman is attractive because she's not a hoe, because by definition, she's conservative. She conserves herself for the best guy. A conservative man, however, does not need to be, a man doesn't need to be conservative to be attractive, but a woman does need to be conservative to be attractive.
I agree.
Wait, so a man can have a body count of 100 and
absolutely.
Yes.
It's true. No, they are right. And that's
think it's more attractive for a man that doesn't matter.
When hold on. This is crazy to me that you guys are even asking this. When your body count goes up, your value goes down. When our body count goes up, that means we have high value. That's an indicator that we have high value.
I wouldn't want a man with a body count of 100.
But you say that, but how many times have
it doesn't matter? Whatever you want doesn't matter. For a woman, it matters.
Perfect example in the Bible, right? King Solomon, wisest man ever to ever live on earth.
Yeah,
had 1,000 wives.
He was a slut.
And mistresses. That's traditional. Like I'm telling you, like guys that had power and had some level of status had multiple girls. Now I get what you're saying. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
Ladies first.
No, I'm operating in my feminine. I'm being submissive.
Oh, you are. That's lovely.
All right, Fresh, go ahead.
Fresh a bucket. Okay, I was saying earlier, right? Wisest man in the world, King Solomon, 1,000 wives, right? We're just saying, look, at the end of the day, a guy with status is gonna do what he does.
Yeah.
So as a woman, if you understand that, you know we're getting into versus. Oh, you know what? He's only gonna fuck me. He's gonna be faithful. No, he's gonna do what he wants to do. As a result, you got a choice to make: either stay or adapt.
Okay, I get that,
or
I can be traditional in that sense.
Yeah,
you get me. But it doesn't mean that I have to be conservative as a woman.
Okay,
it's two different things. You don't understand that it's two completely different things.
You think it sounds really smart, but you're not really saying anything.
You know what? Better question for you. What is conservative to you?
What is conservative
to you?
To me?
Yeah, to you.
Like the straight, complete right, like conservative, like Republican, like we're living in this household of 2 adults and 2.5 children. And
give us a definition that you're using to make your ridiculous argument. Please
give us
the definition of conservative that you're using to formulate your argument that you've been trying to.
Because you're sitting there saying that a woman who is on Instagram or post pictures or goes on girls trips or whatever and all those things is not a traditional woman.
Yes,
right?
She's not.
Right.
I disagree. You can be traditional and not be conservative, because what you're describing is a conservative woman, not a traditional woman. I very much believe in traditional
Instagram
values.
is traditional?
You understand? I said conservative. Follow 23.
Instagram is conservative?
Listen,
so what are you talking about?
No, that's not what I said. I said a woman, okay? You're basing your conservative view of a woman on her Instagram or what she does for a living or how she dresses or whatever the case may be.
And we're saying that the traditional values have changed in the last 5 years because of Instagram.
Traditional and conservative are not the same thing, is what I'm saying.
The
What I'm
Merriam-Webster
saying
dictionary said it's the
is
same thing. They're synonyms.
Yeah, for the purposes of this conversation, for this particular argument, traditional and being, it's essentially the same thing because traditional women don't fly out to Miami and have a girls trip.
Right.
What was your grandma doing that? Probably not.
No, you're absolutely right.
More than likely not.
It's funny that you use my age to try to shame me.
And then to go to another level, she's not going to be dressed. Let me. What do you?
No, because I don't like that example. What are you trying to say? Could go to Miami. Looking at me.
This girl's about to get.
I wasn't even looking at you at all.
No, that's not what he was saying. He was just saying in general.
Martha,
Yo, chat. What do y'all want, man? Y'all want us to kick her off the show, or do you guys want her to stay? This shit, man, she's wild.
Was that rude?
This is ridiculous. I wasn't even like addressing her. I was using just a simple example, and she immediately made it personal. Ones of you guys want me to kick her out. Two of you guys want her to stay. It's up to y'all. Let the chat choose.
They're always gonna say to kick her off.
It's
okay, I'll leave.
No, one. Yeah.
Is it all ones pretty much?
That's not very nice.
Yeah, they're tired of it.
No, we had one no. We had one no.
Oh, you're asking
Yeah, but
them?
it's overwhelming. Kick her out. Overwhelming
Oh,
ones.
they don't like me, guys.
She's hurting the quality of the show because she keeps interjecting and just talking. All right, so all right, you gotta go.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It was a pleasure. I'll wait for that one to smoke so bad anyway.
All right, Bam.
Oh no.
Okay.
Exactly how it is.
All right.
That's no good.
Alrighty, let me get comfortable.
I knew that was good.
I know. I'm gonna see you later.
Fucking knew it.
Hey, you wish you was
Are
still
we taking
23
Are
though.
we taking a break?
You wish you was still 23 though.
Not really.